Are you going through a spiritual awakening and also experiencing social anxiety? And that means that you find it difficult to relate with other people. You find it difficult to have conversations, especially with people you don't know, people of the opposite sex. Connecting with people in a deeper, intimate way can bring up a lot of fear, bodily fear, anxiety, and avoidance. If that's the case, this video will be perfect for you because this is exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. So let's get started with this video. So this is a very interesting combination of topics. How does spiritual awakening and social anxiety, how do they relate to each other? And the reason I am making a video about this topic is because of the type of clients that I see calling me from these videos, and I can start to see a pattern here. And so if you enjoy these videos, please do subscribe to this channel and like this video. It's a very nice and easy way for you to support what I do here on this channel for free for you. And so many people I find, particularly men in their kind of mid, early, late 20s, or sometimes early 30s, they get into spiritual awakening, and then they start to notice, actually there's a lot of social anxiety going on within me and a lot of avoidance when it comes to socializing. And they may say, I feel so comfortable being on my own, but when I relate to other people, I feel very uncomfortable. And so obviously in the presence of other people, that's going to activate many different parts of you that you're going to have to face, and different types of feelings and thoughts that when you're sitting by yourself, you don't have to deal with. But if you continually avoid those situations, then that part of your life, that part of your personality is not growing. And there may be a common misconception within you that if you get enlightened or get spiritual awakened, this is going to solve all these psychological and social issues. However, it's not the case. Whatever part of our life we focus on tends to grow. And so it definitely is possible to use spiritual development and to use the qualities and the skills that we develop internally to then help increase our ability to relate and to connect with other people. But it's not necessarily the case. It's not necessarily that at some point all your fears, all your anxieties are going to be gone, and that will be it. It actually takes consistent practice and the willingness and the desire to connect with other people. And I see this, of course, in myself over the past 16 years of doing this practice, that as I progressed in my own practice, definitely there came specific moments in which I saw, wow, now I can relate with people in a deeper way that was not possible before. But there continued to be and continues to be different situations and different aspects that can bring up more fear. And so if you do meditation, if you do spiritual work, you're going to become more sensitive to what's happening within you. And that means that you start to notice more also of the unpleasant. You may start to notice subtle fears, subtle anxieties, different sensations of feeling uncomfortable. And that may mean when you're interacting with other people, you may start to notice how this fear is manifesting in your body, how it's manifesting in your emotions, how it's manifesting in your mind. And so it's important to understand, in my opinion, is that no spiritual work is going to completely resolve that. What will help resolve that is having more practice relating with other people closely in different types of situations. And that is spiritual work in itself. It's just spiritual work that you do facing other people. It's spiritual work that you do with other people, relating with them, as opposed to work that you do by yourself. So you can start to see every interaction as a continuation of the practice that you do by yourself, if you do any practice. And spiritual awakening is not just a theory or some kind of mental masturbation for you. And if you look at your life, at what happened to you yesterday or the day before or the day before that, and you look at the social aspect of your life, and if that's not satisfying to you, it's important to be aware of that, to acknowledge that, and to face that, and to know what is it that I want and what kind of relational capacities am I going to have to grow in order to manifest that part of my life. Because simply focusing on yourself, on your own development, of course, is great and it's an important part of life. But as a social animal, these aspects in you and these qualities and skills and capacities only grow through interacting with other people and facing those uncomfortable feelings, whether it may be some fears or learning the ability and the capacity to express yourself, to express what you feel, to express what you think, to feel other people, because the basic core relational ability to relate with other people is I feel you feeling me. And so being able to feel other people and to be felt by them and to notice this interaction and how the emotional aspects are coming into play here. And if you relate with people who are not very emotionally developed, you can also start to sense this, that there is something undeveloped there in their ability either to feel themselves or their ability to feel other people. And then their ability to relate will be much lower. Their ability to form deeper, more meaningful human relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, whatever, are much lower. And if that's you right now, just so you know, you can grow this, but it doesn't grow just by you thinking about it, nor does it grow by you sitting in your room and looking at YouTube videos. It grows by you practicing, learning, noticing where are these aspects of my being that are still unhealed, that are still undeveloped, and how can I grow them? And perhaps working with people who know how to do that. So that's something for you to think about when it comes to this topic of social anxiety and spiritual awakening. If you enjoyed this video, as I mentioned earlier, please do like and subscribe to this channel. And if you want more of my help, you can click some of the links below. You can get my free Balance of Mind training. You can schedule a consultation with me, or you can join my free Facebook group. And I'll speak to you soon.